Okay, thank you. So if you think of an event for your club that you want to advertise and market so that people can actually come and join or even come and visit your club, the first thing you need is a wonderful flyer. You need all the information on it. So the things that we need on the flyer is going to be, first you need to do some prerequisites for creating the flyer, and the prerequisites are going to be, what is the information? Let me just open that up. Okay, all right. Is my screen shared? Okay, let me share it. Why am I not able to share my screen? Lisa, do you have to give me permission to share screen? Oh, here, I got it. Okay. So here is some of the things you need to do before your design. What you need to do is you definitely need to understand which size of the flyer you want, whether you want it for an Instagram post. And there are other things you can do with Canva, but definitely I think a regular flyer to pass on to maybe the newsletter or put it on WhatsApp groups and the Instagram or Facebook posts. You need to think about the size that you need. You can definitely convert it to a different size, but having an initial understanding of what you need for the Instagram post, that's what we'll do today. You need to come up with your message details where you have to make it impactful. You need to motivate your audience to actually take action. You can use ChatGPT for this and maybe mix and match the answers to the different prompts you get in ChatGPT for that. Then you want to understand whether you want to make it minimal or you want to have as many details in it as possible. Sometimes a flyer is very impactful if you have really minimum details and a QR code on it. And people will be like, okay, we need to go for this. Let's see what's in it. A very impactful image or something on it. Or you can have more details as to what are they going to benefit from this. You need to understand who your audience is and have a registration link that is ready to go onto the flyer. And like Mimi said, she was going to show later, I use Teeny URL, but you can use the Bitly to create a shortcut for easy registration. So these are some of the things you need to have ready before you start designing in Canva. Now, what are the things you need to include? You need to include event details, when, where, why. You need a visual to show. I think this is something that I feel very strongly about. You need to have a visual, and this is what takes most time for me when I create flyers usually is, what is the goal for your event? What is the feeling that you have that you want to, when you're speaking as Toastmasters and when you give your message, you not only let them take action, but you give them something to feel about. So, and I think that this visual should actually show you that. And I'll show you all different ways of how we are going to do that. Social media
Shalini, we had
links.
a comment in the chat that
Mhm.
it's very difficult to see the print on
Okay.
this slide, and that if you would send
Oh, yes.
URL for this
Yeah.
into chat, then
Sure.
they would be able to see it better.
Sure. Sure. I'll do that.
Thank you.
I was going to send this anyways for there's more links I need to add to this, and I will be sending this for a giveaway, the resource giveaway. Hopefully you guys can look at it. Okay. All right. The social media links for your website, for your Facebook page, for Instagram, if you have LinkedIn, or if you have the actual Toastmasters International website. So those links, have those links ready, right? And that's something you should definitely include on a flyer. And contact information. How can they contact you? And this is usually part of the registration form, right? Because that is what you need to have ready when you have, you need to have your registration link ready, definitely before that. Now, and here are the design elements and some Canva techniques that I'll go over just now. We can even do it together. The elements that you need to look for definitely are some visuals that go on it, the background, some icons that go on it, the text, how large should the font be, colors, transparency. This is a pretty neat trick, and QR codes and links. That's what we are going to have on the flyer. There are some things like frames that I use very often, mock-ups, and how to create a brand whiteboard when you do not have Canva Pro. So let's just go over all that. I'm going to go into an account where I do not have Canva Pro. And this is an account where there's no Canva Pro. And it is just the basic version of this. See, it says start your free trial. It means I don't have it here. The way there is multiple ways, definitely you can start with a template first. You can even start with a Canva AI, which I've done multiple times. It works beautifully. You can click on templates here and you can explore so many templates out here. Anything that has the crown is kind of like a pro. It means that there are some elements in there. Elements means they're all the fonts, the backgrounds, the visuals that are there on a flyer. They're all called elements. So here, if we want to have an Instagram story or Instagram post, this is what we want to go over. If I'm going to select that, you will see Instagram post. Try and select professional because this is for Toastmasters, and selecting professional gives a filter with more templates in here. Now, if you like one of the templates without the crown in it, now there are so many templates that came up, right? So I can even search by say speaking club because that's what we are. So I'm just going to say speaking club, hit enter, Instagram post professional speaking club. This is the easy way to find any templates. Maybe that all these seem to be pro. Here, this is one that does not have a crown in there. This one doesn't have the crown in there. So you can actually pick one of these. Say, for example, I liked one of the pro ones, right? Say maybe this. If I'm going to pick one of the pro ones, you can actually scroll down here, which shows more like this. Say if you like that section, if you go down, you will see ones that are similar but are not pro. So you can actually pick those which are not pro. Even if you initial template is a pro template which has a crown on it, if you go for more like this, you can actually see that there are more, of these templates that are not pro on here. So I don't know. I'm just going to pick a simple one. Maybe even this. Okay, and there's one trick here or technique that you can use. If you like a certain flyer, usually for me, I look for geometric designs because and something to the edges because all your text becomes very clear in the middle. There is this person here, see this company here or a person who actually has these templates. You can actually even go in there and look for their templates. So that is way how you can actually get, maybe free templates and go into more detail to pick a certain template that you want. Okay, so where was I? Okay, I was here. I picked this template. Now you just have to click on customize template. While I customize the template, it's going to open up in a window here as a page. And you can actually add pages here. Now, there's a little arrow here. If you click on the arrow, you will be able to actually add more of different types. But I think this is actually pro account. You can actually use, say, the first one can be an Instagram post, the second one can be a presentation, or your pages may differ. You can have different sizes of the same template. So that's something you can explore later. But right now we have this one, and I'm going to, let's see if we can, oh, I am editing. This section here is the elements page. And okay. First of all, if you don't like some of these things, for just for knowledge, you can actually select everything in here, and you can copy paste it and delete it like on another page if you like. Or you can even like duplicate this page and remove the things that you don't like first, so that it's easier to maybe edit it. So right now, I definitely don't want this person here, so I'm going to take them out. Now, before I do that, let me just make, let me see. Oh, where's the, okay. I'm actually going to go into elements. Okay, yeah, here, these are the categories. So these are the different categories for elements that you can pick. You can definitely search for elements here, but you can also go in here and pick so many elements in here. So for right now, I'm seeing, okay, there's a circle here. On the left side, you will be able to see uploads. So here are some things. The brand is something that is not available to the basic account. So let's not use that, but I'll show you how you can actually save some of the Toastmaster brand colors, and also you can apply it to this page. You can, there is an uploads folder, and this is something you can organize. You see, these are all the images that I have uploaded. I have the Toastmasters logo. I have all the colors, the Toastmaster colors right here. And you can also go to folders, and this is where you can create folder. For example, if some of us are part of multiple clubs, like I am, I actually have a folder for each club. Or so I'm just going to say Toastmasters, continue, and then I can actually put all my images that I need for Toastmasters, say right here. I'm going to use these. Maybe I'll use this, and I will move them to the Toastmasters folder. First of all, you can organize it that way. Okay, once you have moved, now you can select whatever picture you need. Usually the logo is the first thing that I just put on there just to make sure that we have it. And you can put it wherever you want, however you want. Now, if you've seen this element right here that has the circles, once you select it, any element on here, once you select it and you look at the transparency, you click on the transparency and you can reduce the transparency. Now your logo is much more visible right there. Right? So that's something you can look at. The other thing is when you, now this is something I don't want here. Now say I'm going to go to maybe ChatGPT and find for something. I had found one earlier. Let me just see. I'd found some really good. This one, see, speak up, stand out. I really like that. Speak up, stand out, join Toastmasters, and there was all of these boost your confidence, master public speaking. Those are some things that I had combined with ChatGPT and put it on that flyer. Maybe I can just use that. Speak up, stand out. So I'm going to go back to, oh, it was already there. But, okay. So now the main thing is the font. You want to make sure your font for your main goal or your main feeling for this event is actually bolded, and you actually have it in whatever. If you like this font, that's good, or you can obviously choose any of these other fonts as well. So if I've just made it bigger, I'm just going to pull it, adjust it so that it comes out the way it is right now. Now you can edit links and you can put icons for, do you see there's a phone icon or there's an email icon? And when you go to elements, there are some things you can do for getting those icons. So say I want my Facebook, and there are some free ones. The ones with the little crown is not something you can use. Say you have Facebook. Now I had done a few that I'll show you. I had stacked like Facebook, Instagram, and when you have these links, you can click. Uh, I don't want to expand. You can right click and click on link. And this is where you can actually put in your Facebook page or whatever you need to. I think I had some, that's not the Facebook page, but you can just put whatever your Facebook link was, right? For exactly what our chamber chatters link is, but that's something I'm going to put there. So it's pretty much linked right now, and you can edit the link with however and whatever you want to see. And you can place them wherever it goes. Now, one thing to remember is whenever you want to have clickable icons like this or clickable links, right? They are clickable only when you have it in PDF format. So it's very important to use a QR code for your registration. For example, for the registration for today's event, right? For today's event, I had one. So, oh, let me just put this up there first. Um, this was the Zoom link for the Canva workshop for today. I had actually put in some questions, Canva workshop questions. I have published it, and you can actually send in questions if you have any for today. I will make sure I'll reply to all of them because I don't know how much time we are going to have, and that's the link for it. Let me put it in the chat. Oops, not this chat. Okay. That everyone. Yeah. Okay. So that's the questions link. Please put I'll be able to answer everything. Now, for example, the Zoom link that we had today, I already have the form ready. I had the Zoom link ready here. Now, say if I want to copy that Zoom link, and you can go here and say register. Now, when you say register, you can actually put a link in here, but it will not show up. What you want to do is you want to actually add a text for the registration link, because when you are downloading this as a PDF, the link, people can click the link. But when you are downloading it as an image to send it out, people will not be able to click. So I did copy the registration link. And now what we are going to do is we are going to go to apps. I actually use the QR code apps, but if you go to apps and search for QR code, you can pick the first one. That's the app. You can enter the URL and you can customize whatever color you want. Say you want the background color, I don't know, to be maroon and the foreground color maybe to be a little gray. And then I say generate code. It's going to generate the code. It's important to have this very visible to everyone, the QR code, because that's something that even if it's on a picture, people can hold it and it will take it to the form. But when you have a link here, when you say register and you link it, if I say link and type it in, say done, this link will not be clickable when you download it as an image. So what you can do is you can go to text. You need to maybe add a text, put the link in there. Now, even if I copied the link, is you see the text is still showing add a subheading. So I'm going to edit the link. This is where you need to, I usually just put in the link there because it's very easy for people to just go in and see, okay, it's D57 Canva Workshop RSVP. Okay, they can just go there and that will be the link. So there you go. And you can place this to wherever the register is. Having your link in text and the QR code, I think is very important for people to go in and check out and register. Now, I did put in speak up, stand out, but what is the purpose of your event? Do you want people to come in just to visit? Do you want people to come in because there's a guest speaker? Do you want them to come in because you're going through new member orientation? And if there are other members who want to listen on, they can come. Or maybe other officers want to see from other clubs what is it that you have, maybe for a PR session, or maybe someone is professional speaking on a topic that we need for Toastmasters. So that's something you want to put in as text here. But that is not even the most important. I think that's second most important. The most important priority you should give to is the visual. The visual will show what is this workshop or this event or open house about. If you have a guest speaker, obviously you're going to put a picture of the guest speaker. But if you want to get, if you go to elements and say this was for um, just a regular club meeting, I create flyers for every club meeting and post them 2 times. I usually post them on Instagram or Facebook, one like about all over the weekend. And then I also put it one day before so that people don't know what their schedules are like. So if it is one day before or on the day off, and if they have time, they show up. And that's how it has been working well for at least one of my clubs. So you can search for elements. So say this is your regular club meeting, and you want to say, you want to, build a confidence and, or right now it's speak up and stand out, right? So if I say speak up and go here, there are graphics and there are photos. Oh, I really love this, but this one is a pro, so can't use all of those. But you can also find for some photos online, upload them and put them in here. So here are some, most of them are here. I have a voice, love that. Speak up. Most of these are like the with the crown, so is there anything here that, oh, I like this. So you can pick whatever that actually shows what that uh, thing is. Now, when you have a visual, I always use frames, and let me show you how the frames work. If you go to, I'm going to delete all that. If you go to elements again, do you see this browse categories? There's mockups. I love to use mockups. I'll show you one of them, how that works. Um, Let me just check if I have one. I just want to pick one that I already done. Okay, this was one of the templates that I liked, but then I created all these other pages. Okay, so this is so you just have to create a second page, and by the way, always drag it from the corner. Don't drag it from left or right here. So say I want to just create this whole page. I'm going to maybe copy everything. Let me see if it'll let me. I'm going to add a page. Oh yeah, it just let me paste it. I just copied something, the whole everything from another uh, design, and I just pasted it here. Now, at this point, what I did here, and that's what I was experimenting with earlier, is I had I just wanted to put in, all the things that we do at our club, Chamber Chatters. And I put the QR code. This is in person. So for in person, I would pick an element, a venue, icon maybe, and I think this is very effective. You can use one of these icons that maybe is not, there you go. And then okay, yeah, that's where it's going to be in person. And if it is online, you can have it online. And by the way, if you have themes for your Toastmasters events or meetings, you can actually find the icon with that theme. So I had done one for Halloween. Actually, it showed up. There you go. Some of these, like for Halloween, it shows up. You can use some of these. I think I used a cat or something, where they are. So you can even do like themes for your different icons to make it specific to that theme. So if it is online, I would have an online, and then I would have the link, and this is the registration link. So I have everything here. Now, what I want to do is I would select the whole thing here to add a background, right? So to add a background, usually in the elements itself, I can look for background, or what you can do is if you don't want a design background like they're showing here, where you can pick any of these backgrounds, what you can do is you can click on this background color and just pick one of the colors. So these are the photo colors that are available. So I just maybe picked one of those, right? So now this is ready. Now for a mock-up, I'll tell you what a mock-up is first. When you go to elements and you look at these mock-ups, see it's here, you select it. You see how you can put your picture inside the phone here. Oh, yeah, someone is walking down to their office and they're seeing, or walking for lunch. Our meeting is 12 to 1. Okay, they're looking at it on their phone, and we say, okay, I'm going for this. So you can actually put your flyer on the phone right here, this flyer on that phone. So that's something you can do, or for printing, or on a computer, or you can use different frames. I mean, this is something which I really enjoyed. Like I did the outdoor one earlier, where I picked maybe this one at the bus stop, right? So before I pick my element, I'll actually do this and show you, because this is something cool, and something that you can use for your basic Canva. So at this point, I have this ready, but I need a picture to put in my mockup, in my frame. These are frames. A frame means if you select a picture and put it in, it'll go and fit into that frame. Okay, so we are going to do this, and what we are going to do first is, I know this is page number 2. I'm going to say share. I'm going to go to download, and I don't need both the pages. I just need page 2. So I'm going to select page 2. This is going to be a PNG, and I'm going to download this whole thing as a picture. Obviously, you can rename it, but right now, that's what I have. So now that I have it as a picture, I'm going to go to uploads. I've done this one before, but let me see. Just delete that. Okay, I just downloaded a file. So was it this one? This one? This one. Orange and white. I think this was the one. 7:06 p.m. Yeah. So I'm going to just select that. This was the one that I downloaded as a picture. Okay, there we go. Now it's there. Now I'm going to go back to, now instead of that picture in here, instead of this picture, I could have used the picture that I chose, like this one, right? You can use whatever picture you want. I chose to use the Toastmasters experience one. So now first you need to include the frame, and then you need to put the picture inside of the frame. And if you go to elements, like I said, just how to get there. Once you go to elements, there's categories. You go into categories, you go to markups, and the one that I picked was from outdoor, and I picked this one at the bus stop. So I'm just going to pick that. Now I want this to be, and by the way, if you don't want any of this other stuff, you can actually take it out of the frame like this, and that should be fine. Now I want my picture to go in here. So I'm going to go to my uploads where I uploaded. I'm going to add this. I'm going to hold it with my mouse and I just try to put it in. There it goes. It's right there. That's cool. And you can build your page. Say, let me see. I'm going to add another page maybe. And say I go here. I'm just going to copy my mockup, paste it here. Here. Now you can build your flyer around this, because everything is already there. And you can, by the way, if you want to adjust this, you can just double click, and you see how it says fit. You can fit it, and it shows this is how it gets fit. So it's apply changes. There, it got fit directly. I think these are really cool for you to use. It'll, maybe you can do it on the mobile, you can show on the computer. You can even do, like, when you have a contest, you can have audience sitting. I think there are mockups for audience sitting down, and they can, they're looking. So for example, computers, I think it had, see, like you're working, okay, it's an online workshop. You can use mockups to put things in so many different ways. You're going for a District 57, the main event, conference event. Okay, wear a t-shirt, with that. Maybe you can do that. So a lot of things with the mockups that you can do. Okay, now that that is done, I'm just going to delete that one right now, maybe. Okay, you definitely need to have a logo. Now, how about colors? Now, this doesn't follow some of our Toastmaster brand colors. So before I even show you, I already showed you how you can have folders, right, for your uploads, and you can have folders where you have everything in here. And what you can do is maybe you can, if these are the colors, you can just drag and drop. You can right click and you can say apply colors to page. Okay. That maybe you like that, you can keep that. And those are all the colors for Toastmasters. You can do it again, which will shuffle it. Oh, there you go. This is more sober. I think I like this one, but you don't like it? Try and do it again. Oh, this is more clean. Maybe this is the style you want to go for. So it will give you so many options, but what you can do is you can just delete that once you have the colors that you want. So that's something you can do to have, the colors. So having everything that you need, like in a folder and keeping it organized, you don't even need the brand kit because that one is a pro feature. You don't even need the brand kit. You can just go here, save everything all in one place, and keep using that every time. So, I mean, those are some things you can do. And what else? Let me see what else I had. Actually, I had a whole slideshow. Wow. Um, Wanted to build a complete flyer. This was the agenda. Yeah, so export and sharing. I think that's something we'll just go over right now. And having that visual of what you need for the goal, please make sure, I mean, that's something that we need to do. I think we've done that. Okay, so you have the event details, registration info. This one, what's in it for the audience? Because they want to see what's in it for them. So instead of saying what is it that we do in our club or at our event, what is it that they are going to benefit for? I think as Toastmasters, all of us are pretty expert at that. We know some of those right now already. So I think that's something that will make sure that everyone takes action on it. And having a compelling visual from the elements or photos, which is, it's going to help it out. Okay. So, uh, oh yeah, there was text wrapping. Let me show that. Uh, Go back to my work. Okay. So say I mean, this is our, speak up, stand out, but say you want to add the club name here, right? So I'm going to go back to text. You can add a heading, subheading, or a title, or you can use some of these. You can just add some of these and move it around and see how it shows up. And first, I'll maybe add one just like that, and I'll say, uh, I'm just going to put my home club, Chamber Chatters. And now I have this. Most of the time, this is the font that comes in. I usually like to change it. Uh, I have a few favorites and there are some recommended ones for this template. So I'm going to just use this. Now, I want to have some effects on this. So you can go to this section here, which is called effects. You can have an outline. And when you click on, say, one of these, it will show you how you want it. But this is the part that I look for. Like you can actually curve it and see when you curve it like that. Say I want to put maybe Toastmasters here. And I'm just going to move this text up for now to just see how it works. Oh, no. Okay. So layering is one I didn't show you. I think I have to show layering. I think if you click on position, not position, if you click on this one here, position, because these are all layers. You have like text, you have the background image, you have all these different other elements. And when you click on position, it will, and you go to this other tab called layers, it will show you where everything is. Is it below, is it up there? Now, say I want the chamber chatters to go behind Toastmasters. You can either right click or you can change the position from here. For me, the best part is usually when I click on here, you can layer, you can either send it backwards or send back, or you can, same thing. The show layers is going to show what we just saw, but that's because now when I want to increase, now say I want to increase the size of the Toastmasters logo, and maybe I want to put the chamber chatters like right here. Now, you can actually, once you go to effects and you can go to advanced settings, like here, you can do the letter spacing. It will, it can increase, and you can actually, drag, and you can have it go or wrap all around as well by playing with these line spacing and letter spacing. Say I want the letter spacing to be maybe less, or and then it becomes more compact for us. So you can do the wrap text, which works very beautifully. So that's something that I did. Now, I would like to actually show you guys some of the examples of I have Canva Pro on this account here. I want to show you some of the things that I've been trying to work with. So this is one of the chamber chatters. Now I have a pro account on this one. So some of the templates are pro, but I added some of the elements here. Now, if you see here, we had a new member orientation. I made sure we have pathways on here and free toast host. Our schedule is on here. And commit to your growth is something that I've been using for our club. And this is what they can expect. That's like the goal. It's not too many like paragraphs of words, but this is the Zoom and this is in person. Pretty much all the information they need. And I applied Toastmasters colors, and this is the one that I liked for this one. Now, there was another one that I use for every week, right? So what I've been doing is, okay, for this week I had this, and I made sure I used this template, and I customized it with by adding some more elements. I changed up the colors for next week. Maybe I changed up, okay, what is it to focus on commit to growth and pathways. So this is like my every week flyer for that club. I did another one for this is the Halloween one. I'm part of another club, Tales and Tellers. So this is the Halloween one that I did. As you see, this is the online icon that I was talking about. And this is the in-person. I made sure the colors are visible everywhere. So that was another one. And this was one that actually got a lot of likes. This is where I used the wrapping, and I used, because it was a pumpkin patch theme, these are the icons I used. I mean, I used these as icons to show. So, and I put the QR code here, everything on the pumpkins. I was not going to put this, but then, I did that. And do you see how I did the pumpkins? I actually put them on here. I found the picture with the three pumpkins, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to put the links on there. So, and this is the RSVP. So this one has the QR code, everything all lined up, but it's within the design. What I did was the background here, I actually changed the transparency so that whatever I need the audience to look at immediately is the focus and not the background as much. There was this one, this one has multiple frames, by the way. In the mockups, in the elements, when you go to the mockups, you can actually see the frames. If you look at see all frames, you can find frames which are like this. There are actually multiple frames you can actually put. Is it here? Packaging, outdoor graphics, tablets. Oh yeah, I love this one too. Um, but you have frames where you can actually have this is a frame with a picture, this is a frame with a picture, this is a frame with a picture, like multiple frames, right? So this is something that was a different idea. And then this is one for my storytelling club, this is like an everyday thing. But here I highlighted what is it that you're going to learn here, or you can benefit from. There is also, oh yeah, I've been experimenting with something. I do have a gavel club, and I host a party for them every year. But this year, I just experimented by putting the RSVP form within the invitation itself. So people can actually RSVP here. If I actually look at the responses, the data is there. Here's all my data, and I can export it. So this is something that I was experimenting with. It was working fine. Um, if our district has a Canva account, I think this is something we can use, but not sure yet. But this is something you can definitely explore. Here is the one that I did for this workshop. Now, for this workshop, it took me a while to pick this picture because this shows training goal, workshop and how it is. This is a register now, but what's missing on here is the date, when it is, and the time. So to find that out, definitely you have to go in and look at the form. And hey, I'm at the form anyways. Let me just sign up. I was going for that. I don't know how that has worked, but I'll figure that out. But here is I put in what is the takeaway here, and I put this is your main goal, enhance your skills, pretty much. That's what I did for this one. So I just wanted to show you some of the things. I was trying a different kind of thing. I didn't like it. I didn't go forward with this. I just stopped it right there. But this was one of the mock-ups. I was just trying to experiment with the mock-up here. But those are a few examples of the things that I've been using. There's one for the Gavel Club that I use. And this is the flyer I had created. Your voice is your superpower. So some of them are like that. Okay, so let me just go back to our to my presentation. So we did go over QR codes, clickable links. Clickable links are available only when you download as a PDF. And this one is the best. And you can use that QR code app for doing that. And okay, resize is something that let me just go over that a little bit. Your end goal is to have someone walk into your meeting. Okay, let me switch to the account. Okay, so what was I going to do? I totally forgot. Imagine resize. Okay, now the resize function you see here, the resize function means that right now I've picked an Instagram post, right? Now say you want a flyer or say you want something else. Basically, you want the same design but in a different size. To resize it, you can use the Pro feature, or what you can do is you can say, I'm going to add a page right now. I'm going to click on this little arrow. Now, say I want to add a page for a different kind. I'm going to go to more. By the way, you can email. This is new. I've not tried it yet. Say I want to do maybe a custom size, or maybe I want to do it another social media, Instagram, Facebook. Say I want to do a TikTok or Facebook post. Okay, Facebook post is a different size. Now I'm going to click on the Facebook post. Now you saw that the first one is Instagram post and this is Facebook post. You see there's a size difference. Now I'm going to select everything from here, copy it, go to my Facebook, paste. And now you can actually group all of these and you can resize it and adjust them on this page, however it happens. Usually you would group them and then you would go. So, but and you can, because only if you don't have a pro account. This is easy. At least you have all the elements in here and you just have to resize them. It becomes much easier. So that is another thing for resizing. And then you can also create presentations, videos. I've done one of the videos actually before when it was introduced new to Canva. AI helps a lot with this. I'll show you how one of the AI templates also works, and Zoom backgrounds. And your flyer must inspire someone to come in, and it should change their life. I think that's what we are all trying here. Okay, let me just go to design, not design, maybe I'll go home. Okay, now say I want to create something and I'm going to use Canva AI. Now, when I use Canva AI, say I want to design. You can do any of these. This one is a pro account. I'm right now not in the pro account. It's a beginner. So I say I'm going to say design. Now I want to design for social media. That's what I'm going to do. Now your format, I want to have maybe the Instagram post. And now I want to describe it. I want to describe oh, uh, Chamber Chatters, Speaking Club, uh, meets to help entrepreneurs. Hopefully I spell it right. No, it's not spelled right. Okay. Um, to elevate their customer interaction. So join us on Wednesdays, 12 to 1 p.m. If I just put in something, hopefully let's see how the design goes. As many details as you give it, it's pretty good. And you can just get it from ChatGPT, copy and paste it here. You can even talk to it, by the way, using voice, which is what I do, keep doing on my phone all the time. But there you go. It's doing something. I already got from AI. Look at all these flyers that it created with AI. So say if I want this or this, you can click on the edit and you can add your details. Say elevator, let's say I want to do maybe this. There you go. And you can take the text, you can do whatever. You can use the same thing. You can use, oh, where is it? Let's go. Okay. Basically, you can edit. Good result. Okay, so I was able to edit it. There's a way to edit. You can actually edit this, and here, use Canva editor. Once you pick the template, you use Canva editor, and same things. You can use all the elements. You can add your registration, your QR code, everything. You have a custom template. And you want the different colors, same thing. I'm just going to maybe drag the color palette in here. So right click. Um, can I see? Apply colors to page. Did that work? Apply colors to page. So it will apply colors to, all of these other sections in here. Delete. There. And this is the background. You can change the color on the background. Gray, yellow, all brand colors, maybe. Ooh, that was not great at all. And you can actually use color gradients, not only from here, but you can use them from the backgrounds when you search for backgrounds. So by the way, when I did the background, for example, like say I did that, you see how I think you have to layer it. Um, this is not, yeah. You kind of have to use those layers and positioning and all that to edit the picture, but you can give the color specification in the AI as well. So that will help you. So hopefully, I'm going to stop sharing. So hopefully you learned some of the tips for Canva in this one. I do, once I have the recording, definitely I'll send it. But is there anything other things that's specific that maybe you're looking for?
How can we do the presentation for the Toastmaster, like as a
Yeah.
speaker?
Well, in Canva?
Yeah, in
Yes,
Canva.
yes.
Thank you.
I can show you. Okay, so here is something. I think I was trying it this morning. I didn't have the bandwidth to finish it, so I used the Gamma app, but this is my paid account, by the way, the pro account. But you can see here, I started is the presentation. You see this presentation right here? You can create a new presentation. So what you can do is if you're looking for templates, you can go to templates. You can do presentation template and style. Say you want minimalist or corporate, simple, whatever you want. I'll just usually I maybe can pick. You can do animated, vibrant. Say I want tech. Here, there's all these different ones. Oh, I love this. This one actually shows on a little game thing. So there's so many templates here. Yes, these are pro accounts, but this one is not. So you can actually pick that template. You can customize it. And by the way, if you want like this style of this person, you can click here and you can save some of their stuff as favorite too. There's a star, by the way, at the templates, and if you star it, it'll show up in your favorites. So here are all your presentation. Like there's so many of these templates, and you can change them however you want, and then you can present, or you can even download it. Uh, Download it as in PDF to show it. So do not click on flattened PDF though, and this will work. And you can do all the pages, or you can add pages, remove pages, or anything. The other thing you can do with this is actually do animation. And you can set the timer for each, when you're speaking, if you want to do like a story, and then you can even like animate. You can use these little, how the slides go in and out. See, this is showing there. That's how it goes. So there's all these different sections. This is how you would.
Wait.
Yeah, this is how
Can I
you
see?
do a
Okay.
presentation. And if I go home, there was one that I was trying this morning. I got to the first slide, and that's it. I didn't have the time to do the others. So I use an app called Gamma to actually create um, a slide deck. So if you want, I mean, this is not related to Canva, but if anyone is interested, I can show you that as well. Just let me know.
Is it free too? The
Yeah,
Gamma?
some of it, yeah. I have I don't know if I have a paid account, but uh it's called Gamma app. Yeah, so this is my Gamma. So you can sign up with Google, and here is what I did with this. So what you can do is you can create a new one with AI. What I did is I had my chat GPT. So in my chat GPT, I have everything like, you see, I have chamber chatters, tales and tellers. I have D57, AI. These are my profiles. So say I had D57 material. In D57 material, I had done like so many things. So this was my Canva workshop. I It took me a while to brainstorm all this. And then I said, okay, this is what I like for my slideshow, right? It'll give me the slideshow on this, my different slides. So then what I can do is I downloaded the slides, the slide deck outline. I downloaded it, and I downloaded it into a PDF. Uh, this one, right? Canva workshop materials PDF, right? Once I have the PDF from ChatGPT, I go to my Gamma app. I can create, I usually just use this because I'm crunched on time all the time. And then what I do is I will import file or URL, and I will upload a file. And this is my PDF, right? Say that one. And once it uploads the file, you can use the actually templates that they are there, or if you like something else, you can import it. You can create web pages, documents, social media, presentation. That's what I'm going to go for. I say I'm like, that's my slide deck. I either want to preserve all the information, or I can keep it minimal, concise, or extensive. So say I want to keep it. The one that I did before was concise. The one that I showed you guys as my presentation. I can say I'm going to choose minimal, and I will say visuals, maybe, it can use whatever through AI. Maybe your image source, I can just keep it AI, or if you have some specific photo folder, you can just add your image source here. I just keep it AI generated, and you can choose the style, whether you want abstract or animated or, line art, photos, illustrations, something like that. And then I chose this last time, but say I pick maybe this, and that the theme, and you can keep it up to 10 slides. I think that's the minimum for the free version, and I think you can go up to a certain number of presentations per month or something like that. So, and then I just generate, and you can watch the magic happen. And then I can go in and edit. As long as you have what you want, and you have a certain PDF or a document where you just voice type something in, and it can even say you can create something else or you're happy with it. But here's my slide deck. It's ready. And this one was like the minimal version. So with the font that I picked. So that's something. And you can actually share it. And this is also free where you can export it to PDF. I think even Google Slides, you can export it to Google Slides and show it there. You can put it directly on LinkedIn and you can collaborate with others, but no, I usually most of the time just use export. I'll just export your PDF, which is what I was using earlier. I think this is, I have not used AI with Canva presentations yet, but I do want to. I want to like input the same PDF and have Canva create my presentation for me. So if I go here, I think this is the one. There you go. That's the presentation. And this was the one I wanted some information, so I kept it concise though, instead of too much detail because I wanted to actually talk about it. I actually used AI to even change some of these images for me. So, yeah.
For my level 5 project, if I have any question, I'll just let you
Yes,
know.
absolutely. And
Thank you.
I think there is that question thing that the link that I put in there. Let's see. Yeah. Please fill that in and I will definitely get back to you within I'm hoping 2 days, but even if it's, it's Thanksgiving week, but I hope I'll get back to anyone who fills in their questions in there, anything. If I don't know, I'll learn and then give you an answer and, or definitely try and answer all the questions. So let me stop recording at this time.